Hello, and finally we've gotten around to completing the inside of our house. I'll give you a quick look at the outside now. That bluey grey paint that you see on the weatherboards, it's actually fire retardant paint. We needed that to get the bushfire regulations above decks and above any roofs that have no slope to them. So we did that to keep the inspectors happy. Here we've got the water tanks and couple of water pumps. One supplies the house, the other one pumps water back up to the main tanks up near the shed. We're on tank water here. We much prefer the taste of that rather than the town water. We do have town water available if we need it, but we prefer the taste of the tank water. So unless we need that during the summer, then we'll keep going with the tank water. Out this side, we've got the clothesline and a little dog pen. A bloke from work. This old man's doing the fencing at the moment, so he's just finishing this one off. The rest of the yard is all fully fenced, so the dogs can run around now. There's one right there without escaping, so he has had a tendency to escape next door where she receives plenty of treats. So down the back of the house here, we've just got a little deck there. We wanted something a little bit bigger, but the plans had already been drawn up by the people that moved the house, and it was that size, so we'll just stick with that size and we'll make something a little bit bigger down the track. This is the windows for the ensuite and the master bedroom. Then around this side, a little area for us to drive our cars or tractors through if need be. Yeah, so the outside still needs a good paint job. We're sort of just going through the process of finding a painter at the moment, so hopefully in the next few months we'll have a painted house on the outside. New deck and steps and little concrete landing that I did myself. As we move inside, we've only just had the painting finished, so it took a while. Everything took a while actually, not just the painting, but we're pretty happy with how it's come out. The main living room in here, that was where the fireplace was, on that back wall. We do hope to put another one in down the track, but at this stage we thought we'd just get it all sealed up and livable for the moment, and then see how the funds are travelling later on down the track. So we've got a few other things that are a bit more higher priority at the moment. Nice little bookshelf that was there when it moved as well, so the painter did a nice job in fixing that up. This front section here come up nice. That window is obviously original, a nice little pendant light that we put in as well. The front bedroom, it's actually a nice decent size. We'll have it as a spare bedroom for now. The cupboards we just got from IKEA, they come in a set size and you can pick the insides to suit however you like. We've got railings and drawers and shelves in there. So move across to the bathroom. We didn't change anything in there apart from that splashback, which was just to appease the building inspectors. They did a first inspection and weren't too happy that there wasn't a splashback, so got some of that acrylic splashback from Bunnings and put that on. It's certainly not for the long haul. Now we move into the nursery. We just assembled this yesterday with the help of some family, so we love the way it looks. It's a nice small room, so it's perfect for a little nursery, which will get used in a couple of weeks' time. The main centre room, as you would have seen, the wall sort of come out a little bit in between that kitchen and centre room. We put our fireplace in there, a wood heater in there. Our kitchen, we really didn't change much. We put the timber window in. We took the aluminium one out. We found a second-hand one and put that in. Little Euro laundry. We turned the old laundry into a walk-in robe, so we had to try and slot a spot in somewhere where that could go. Outdoor, this is the little deck. We quite like the view down towards the back, and once the dogs can run around in that little pen, we can keep the gate open out the front, and that's quite a nice little spot to sit, but we would like to make it a little bit bigger. Back into the kitchen. We did have to take that cupboard out above the fridge. The fridge didn't fit, the cupboard sat down too low, so we will put one back in at some stage. Laundry cupboard, it actually worked out really good, another IKEA cupboard set. We picked the insides and it slotted in perfectly, so it worked out well. As did the wood heater, that gets cranking during the winter, it keeps us nice and warm. The future little kids room, we've got some bunks we picked up off Marketplace yesterday. Nieces and nephews, we like to have them come and stay, so now they can come and stay, and there's obviously a few other bits and pieces in there at the moment as well. Into the master bedroom, these cupboards we also got from IKEA. We picked all the insides as well, and then assembled them at home. They were a little bit challenging to assemble in that tight space, but we're pretty happy with how it's come out. It's not a perfect solution, but ample storage space, and yeah, we're very happy with how it turned out. The master bedroom, we really didn't change much plaster in here. There's probably 90% of the plaster come out, but this plaster managed to survive the water damage, so we left all of this and just got a few little patches here and there where they put some cut marks for bracing, and someone had trotted on the plaster, so we got that patched up. Into the ensuite, we turned the walk-in robe and ensuite into a larger ensuite. We love the way it's come out. The probably only thing I would change would be the shaving cabinets. I'd make sure that they were recessed. That was something that we thought about a little bit too late. Just proved a little bit too challenging to put them in behind the wall once the plumbing and electrical was done. So, but it's not a big issue. We're still pretty happy with how it came out.